Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 1st to the 15th of February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Leo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the first 2 weeks of February is the Ace of Swords, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands upright. So Leo, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with getting clear on things, okay? So the first 2 weeks of February is, you know, a time of clarity. It's a time of seeing things for what they are. Now that Pluto has entered into your 7th house, if you're a rising Leo, this has entered into your 7th house. So a lot of you are seeing relationships for what they are. You're seeing certain people, business partnerships for what they are. You're simply just getting clear on your life in general. And it's been challenging for you to get there. But I think that's something that's slowly coming around for you as we get through the first 2 weeks of February. We're going to talk more about that for you when we clarify in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Hangman, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel for many of you, in the recent past, there was definitely a very strong and solid relationship here. I do feel that even though there was a new beginning in a relationship for you, there was a lot of this waiting, okay? You know, waiting to accomplish certain things within the relationship, waiting to get married, waiting to have kids, waiting to, you know, even if this wasn't about having kids or getting married, just apply it to your situation. Something in the relationship started to stagnate here in the past, even though it started off looking great and amazing. We're going to talk more about that when we clarify. In the present moment, you have the Wheel of Fortune at the top of your reading. Wow, that's great. So there's definitely some sort of major changes that are coming in your life personally. I do feel like these changes that are coming in for you are very positive. You have the Queen of Swords and the Fool as well too. So I'm really strongly getting that there is a new beginning that's coming in for you, possibly with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm getting an Aries, Scorpio, or a Taurus here. Okay, maybe another Leo. We're going to find out more when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Cups. So in the near future, I think one of the things that's really important that needs to come to your attention is the fact that for many of you, there is going to be this energy of reevaluating your life, okay? Reevaluating the way things are going, you know, your investments, where you're putting your time, where you're putting your energy. Some of you, and this isn't going to resonate with all of you. For some of you, this could be the person that you're dealing with. Take it as it resonates. And of course, this is a future energy, so it's really predictive, okay? It can go either way, but this is something that you should be aware of. I do feel in the near future, there's this slight energy of boredom. There's this slight energy here of, I don't know if I'm interested in this. I don't know if this person's interested in me. There is this energy of holding on to old habits. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if you're doing this or you're dealing with someone who's doing this, but this is showing up in the near future, and it does make things a little bit difficult, okay, for you. So just be aware of that, because of the shift that just happened with Pluto and Aquarius, this is going to be, you're actually one of the signs that is going to be the most affected, okay, by this, because it is directly impacting you from a perspective of opposition. You know, in astrology, anytime we have oppositions or we have squares, they tend to be a little bit challenging, especially for signs that are fixed like you. So this could be you simply dealing with someone who wants you to change, or you're dealing with someone who you want them to change and you want them to be more adaptive, okay, because of that. So just keep that in mind. That's what I'm seeing. Of course, we're going to get more information on that when we clarify. Okay, so let's hop into your reading. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. You have the Moon and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So your biggest challenge moving into the first 2 weeks of February is to finally get clear on what you want, to finally get clear on your path, your independent needs and wants. There's something here about not feeling bad for focusing on yourself, for focusing on your personal growth. Because for many of you, you've been distracted for quite some time when it comes to the other, because the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent card. It's a card of self-sufficiency. It's a card of abundance. It's a card of entrepreneurship. It's a card of focusing on oneself. And the Moon is here as well too. So a lot of you haven't really been clear on your goals or the things that you truly want for yourself. And if you've been focused more on someone else, or you've been focused more on, a group atmosphere, now is the time to get really clear inside on what you want for yourself. And there may be a choice or decision here, okay? That choice or decision could be about, going off and doing things on your own. That could be a decision about focusing more on yourself. It could be a decision about getting clear on your emotions when it comes to your behaviors and the things that you're doing in connection to your personal abundance. Because Pluto's now entered into that 7th house. It's going to change the way you look at people. It's going to change the way you look at your business associations, your partnerships, if you're married, how you look at your partner. So for many of you, there's a very strong energy here of wanting to get clear on what you need. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? It's a choice. Of course, some of you are going to choose to remain being in the same place that you were in prior to Pluto moving into the 7th house. And others of you are going to say, yeah, there's certain things that I need to change. And that's going to be the big challenge for you, because a lot of you don't like to change. As a Leo, you're like, no, I like the status quo. I like the way the things are, okay? So that's what I'm seeing as your challenge. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. This Page of Pentacles keeps wanting to come out, so I'm just going to pull it out. Page of Pentacles is a really strong energy here in terms of the past. So a lot of you embarked on something new here. I do strongly feel it took a very long time for this thing that you wanted to manifest and develop. I do feel like there was an expectation here in the past when it came to certain relationships that you were involved in. I do feel that there was a conflict here in the past because someone here was taking too long to do something. And, within the relationship, because I am seeing a relationship here in the past, things got very difficult for you and this person. And the reason why things got difficult for you and this person was because there was a very high expectation. It's like, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You're lacking. You're not moving forward. And if that's the case, that's why your challenge is the Ace of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Two of Pentacles, because instead of putting all your energy in other people and expecting more from other people, it's now about you expecting more from yourself. And the more you start to expect from yourself, the more you change your frequency to attract the right people to you, okay? For many of you, there was someone that made an offer to you in love. I do feel like there was a marriage or a commitment here in the past. And for many of you, it was a new beginning, okay? There was a new beginning that started here for you. So many stories I'm seeing in the past, but that's what I'm seeing for you, Leo. Let's clarify the present moment. Now, in the present moment, there is a new beginning. There's a new direction that you may be taking in your life. Let's clarify the Fool in the present moment for Leo. Okay, so the Fool is clarified by the Devil. You have the Death and you have the Six of Wands, okay? So in the present moment, there's a very strong energy here of success. Very strong energy here of success. This could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with. I do feel like this is you, could be, a person you're dealing with. What's coming to an end in the present moment, which is really beautiful. And I think, again, going back to what I said about Pluto shifting into Aquarius, this is huge for you. I don't think you really know how huge this is for you. Like, this is really huge for you. You are now seeing something for what it is. Okay, where before you weren't clear on it, you just kind of went along with things, but now you're seeing something for what it is. And I think this has a lot to do with behaviors. It has a lot to do with toxic people, toxic circumstances, toxic situations. I think a lot of you are putting that behavior behind you and you're saying, you know what, I'm going to change the way I respond to things. I'm going to change the way I respond to certain people. And what's coming to an end here is toxic relationships, toxic behaviors, toxic people, toxic energies. And this is what's what's helping you to become more successful in the present moment, and it's helping you to take some sort of risk to focus more on your success. Now, there is a tower moment in the present moment, but again, the tower moment is only going to be very intense for those of you who are not willing to change and adapt to these changes. And by the way, it's important that you're subscribed, because we're going to be doing more talks on the channel about this new shift that's happening, which is going to be for a while. This shift is not something that, is just for 1 week. It's for a very long time, it's for years to come. So for many of you, I do strongly feel in the present moment, you're moving into a new direction. You're moving into a new direction. You're moving away from drama. You're moving away from people who are not stable. You're moving away from situations that are negative. And this is what's bringing in your abundance in the present moment. There's nothing but abundance coming into your life because of these changes that are taking place. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune for Leo in the present moment. So you have the Four of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Knight of Wands. So it's very clear to me in the present moment, if you've been dealing with rejection, boredom, things not, going the way that you want them to, I think a lot of you are going to realize, because you're changing your frequency, because you're recognizing what you need to let go of and what you need to see for what it is. For many of you, you're going to have options. Okay. I see if you're single and you're saying, hey, I'm single. I want to meet someone. I'm seeing another fire sign, maybe a Leo or a Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also seeing a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, just keep in mind, if you are struggling with rejection or boredom, just remember that whatever that is, that rejection that you feel or boredom that you're feeling, it's not for you. It's important you identify in the present moment what's for you and what's not for you. And it's clear. It's starting to show you. And how are you going to know that, right? You're saying, well, how am I going to know that, Monica? You know how you're going to know that? You're going to know that when certain drama comes up, when things that are unstable come up, when toxic energy comes up. That's immediately telling you, look, this is not for you. The more you try to focus and work on things that are filled with drama, okay, and you keep immersing yourself in that, you end up missing the opportunities, okay? And this is what you need to shift. This is what you need to focus on, okay, when it comes to your challenge. Don't focus on the things that are not for you, because there's bigger and better opportunities that are coming in for you, and it's important that you're focusing on those opportunities that are coming in, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future. Now in the near future, you're reevaluating your life. I'm going to clarify all three cards. Yeah, there's the Seven of Pentacles again, twice here in the near future. You're disconnecting and walking away from, certain investments, certain people, certain energies. And I've been seeing your comments, Leo. A lot of you are starting to realize, certain people weren't good for you, certain relationships, certain environments. So you're moving away from things that don't emotionally serve you in the future, because it's clear now. It's the same message over and over again. It's like you're moving away from things that do not emotionally support you. If in the near future you're worried about something, should you stay? Should you go? Should you let something go? Should you not? You should ask yourself that. You should go within, don't expect to ask someone else and say, should I do this? Should I do that? This is about self-reliance, okay? These first 2 weeks of February is about self-reliance. It's about putting the past behind you, and it's about working on your insecurities here in the near future. And this is all personal. It's a personal message for you for these next 2 weeks, because I think for many of you, you're ready to put some sort of burden behind you. You want to get back to this place of stability. I think a lot of you have been off kilter for quite some time. And of course, because with the shift that's taking place, for many of you, you had Pluto in your 6th house for a very long time. If you're a rising Leo, your health may have taken a big blow, right? But now the shift is happening and you're saying, okay, now I know what I need to do to get back to myself. Let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? You have the Death, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Move towards your success. Move towards your abundance. Everything else that's not connected to your success and connected to a new beginning, connected to your prosperity, don't even focus on it. I know it's easy to go back to the past. I know it's easy to focus on what was, but you really have to make an effort now, because there's going to be so many opportunities. When I tell you this, Leo, with Pluto and Aquarius, yes, you're going to have that opposition, and you're going to have maybe a bit of hard time accepting change, but that change is going to bring opportunity. And the more you focus on what's done and what's over, the more you miss out. Okay. You are someone who is going to see the success come into your life because of the shift that's taking place. The big message here for you is to be prepared for that when that shows up. Okay. So Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope this helped. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.